feature. I think it just adds a calm and serenity to your outdoor space. And with this one, doesn't even matter the size of your outdoor space, whether you have a really huge patio, deck, backyard, or balcony, or front yard, this is going to be great. It's from Bernini. It's the Taranto Cordless 31.5-inch tall fountain. It's $176.40. Your 3 easy payments are $58.80. It's item number M81484, and we have it in 2 beautiful colors. That's gray that you're seeing, and then the white there also. So those are your 2 colors, and I have it in white here. And we only have about 190 of each of these. Super easy to put together as well. So we're going to go over all the details because, again, I just love a good water feature. I love that kind of white noise that water gives you. And with this, you can put it anywhere. You can put it in, like I said, your patio, your deck, a small space, or even a large space. This would go great in. So I'm going to bring in Jack Yeiser, who is the co-creator and helped develop what's development and production. It's a family business, and we love that. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Great to be here.
Good, good. I'm so happy to show that you're going to have this fountain because I think the size on this one is really great and it's super easy to put together.
Exactly. And I just want to show everyone right now, it's really easy to put together. Right here, I've got my tower set, or I've got my column set up. This base is ready to go. I put water in, right? So I did the first 2 easy steps. And now the last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the fountain pump in, right? And so once I get that to set in, now I can just set the fountain in, and look at that. Instantly, I have a fountain. Now, what's amazing about this is normally with, typical garden fountains that are made of stone, or maybe they're, made of other materials that are super heavy. They're hard to move around. They come in big boxes.
Right.
Or maybe they come from your, like a local nursery, and they're incredibly heavy. They need trucks to get them in. They need cranes and forklifts and plumbers. This is super easy because it's light. You can easily set it up wherever you want. And then once you add water, it'll be very sturdy. The water will hold it down extremely well. And then once you turn it on, it'll run for 200 days on its timer, on its 1 to 4 hour timer. You get 200 days of runtime. You get 200 days of enjoyment, peace, and serenity.
A 4-hour timer. There's no plug.
Exactly.
You don't have to worry about plugging it up. It's battery operated. It requires 4D batteries that you have to provide, and that's it. And remember, Jack, when you were just saying about how lightweight this is, look, it's very lightweight, but once you add the water into the basin, it's going to keep it sturdy. Isn't that neat? So now you can have a water feature. I know a lot of times people never had them because they were, like you said, heavy and bulky, or they had to plug it into something and all of that.
Or they're ginormous.
Nope, you don't have to worry about that with this one. And this one is really well made.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it's made from a durable polycarbonate material. It's very good. It's impact resistant. And one of the other things that we love about this in particular is that there's no paint finishing. So this bright white or this beautiful dark gray that you're getting here, this is going to last, well, a very, very, very long time. There's no flaking that's going to happen here. So it's not like with a paint finish where all of a sudden the paint starts chipping off, and then every day you go and less of your fountain looks the way it's supposed to. This will look the same every day when it turns itself on. That's the other thing. It's set to a 1 to 4 hour timer, and you can set it to turn on at a specific point in the day, and every day it'll turn on at that exact time without up until the batteries run out.
Right.
And then it's an easy hot swap of the batteries. I don't know, it's just 4 D-cell battery, or 4 D-cell batteries. And the nice thing about that is you don't have to go somewhere and find a specific battery or a specific charger. You can just go down to your local drugstore, or any store really, and they all have at least 4 D-cell batteries that you can get.
And we're talking about, look, how simple it is to put together. There are 4 pieces here. 1, 2, this little base here, this is going to keep it in place. You have this piece here, and then your pump. That's it. That's it. So we're talking about really easily assembled with literally within, seconds, so to speak, that it is for you to put this together. And then you throw the batteries in there, you put water in here, and you're ready to go.
Exactly. And I think the other neat thing that we get here is, like, I'm just going to show off. Right now, you have it set up for 4 spouse, but easily with just flipping it over, I can get an entirely different looking fountain. right? Now, usually once you get your fountain, you're set. That's just what you have. But the nice thing is with pretty much any Bernini fountain, including the Taranto, you can get multiple different looks, right? And you can get multiple different sounds. I think that's one of the incredible
Oh,
things.
that's cool.
That they offer. You get multiple different sounds when you flip or when you change spouts. So like right here, I've got the high pirouette, right? And so this is gonna, when it's set up, it's gonna fall back on itself and it looks amazing. And then over to my right, your left, I think I have the umbrella. And this is also nice. It has this nice looking little spread of water streams, and it creates a different kind of soundscape with the 4 spouts than the pirouette does. And then the same thing as I come back towards the middle here with the infinity pool. The infinity pool makes a really light sound. So depending on where you want to set this up and how much spray you're willing to deal with, because one of the things about some of these bigger, more grand spouts is when it's windy, or if it's just, sometimes they just spray a lot more. When the water crashes down, it splashes out. That's just the nature of fountains.
Jack.
The nice thing is you have the option, if you go with the infinity pool, with no spray. And it's still get some sound. It's still a beautiful design to have. And you get this lovely glassy water finish over the top.
Yeah. If I wanted to put some really pretty rocks in here as a decorative element, could I do that?
Exactly, yeah. You know what my favorite thing to do was when we were doing one of these sets last year, I put some millstones or river rock inside of here. Because one of the nice things is this water is so glassy, it'll actually reflect a lot of the rocks that you put in there. And I don't know, I just think it looked really nice when we did it. And, I've been trying to get us to do it more often. And it's just a fun way to kind of make it your own.
Yeah.
Because the nice thing about these is that because they're so modular, you can take these and do whatever you want with them. So like this fountain is so versatile, and it's 31.5 inches tall. So you don't have to worry about, it comes with the base. So the base is gonna be what gives you all that height, and you don't have to worry about finding one, right? You don't have to worry about having a pot already. It comes with it, and it's gonna look so amazing in your garden, and it's gonna stand out. That's the other thing too, is it's tall enough to stand out above the rest of your garden.
Yeah, that's important. Again, you want to have a little bit of dimension when you're gardening. Like, I'm learning that. It's nice to have things of different sizes in your garden. But I think of, I remember when I lived in LA and I stayed in an apartment, and my neighbors, we stayed in a townhouse actually, and we had a flat kind of patio space. Not huge, but enough to have, a nice little either table or some chairs back there. And they did the most with their little patio space. They had a fountain there, but I remember I loved the sound of it, but it was like a little bit bulky and they had to plug it in and all of that. So even if you have a smaller space like a little patio or a balcony, but you still want a water feature, guess what? You can still get one too and make that outdoor space feel more like a little bit of an oasis. Could you imagine going out in the morning, if you have a little bistro set, you have your fountain, listening to the birds chirp, listening to the water, like that's very cool. So get these home. We have 2 colors. We have the gray that you're seeing on your screen, and then the white that I have here. $176.40. Your 3 easy payments are $58.80 for this gorgeous cordless tall fountain. It's item number M81484. Jack, thank you so much for joining me today.
No, thank you for having me.
Oh, you take care.
Bye.
Happy Friday. Isn't this good? A cordless fountain. Yeah, we love that kind of white noise from a fountain. So remember I was saying, like, make your outdoor space